Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge large-scale Presido Tryne Pendant 194430. Let's get into a lot of details on this. It's a great fixture. That whole Presido Tryne family is pretty awesome, so you should check out more of those. And you can find those in flush mount section and semi-flush section. Really great. So this is coming in at 28 inches overall height, and that's going to be the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself, 35 inches in diameter. We can also do custom lengths of this. If you guys need this to be longer than 28 inches, let me know. I most likely can't do shorter, but I could probably do longer without a problem. It can add a little time, money, non-returnable. But just if you want to know more about it, shoot me a quick email and I can look into that for you. Okay, let's get into more details on this. So this is going to be coming in at 40 pounds, and anything that's over 25 pounds, we're instructed by Underwriters Labs to tell you that the weight of this fixture has to be supported by a junction box affixed to the structure of your house or building, like a fan box, and talk to your installer about that. 40 pounds is not dramatically heavy. However, we do have to tell you that information I just said. The other thing is you're going to notice on Hubbardton's site, this is probably listed as being like 300 or 400 pounds. That's actually the dimensional weight that UPS Freight and FedEx Freight use to calculate shipping charges to us when they're shipping these things out, because it's a big crate. But in reality, it's only 40 pounds. Okay, it's going to be hanging from a 5-inch round canopy that's going to go up on your 4-inch junction box, just like that. And if you want to see more information about that, how we can do that is to look at the installations instructions. If you're on our page on this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right-hand side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. A lot of good info in there for you and your installer. It's going to show you how it's going to go on the junction box, how everything goes together, what the inside of it looks like, which is pretty cool. Then you get a whole broad idea of the whole fixture, which is really nice. Let's get into glass on this. You're going to have two different types of glass that you can get this in. One of them is going to be opal, which is looks like just a nice stark white, but it's not stark. It actually does warm up quite a bit, and I'll get more into detail on opal a little later in the video. And this is a very neutral, lets a lot of light out. It's going to be very neutral in its design, just because it's more of a white diffuser at the end of the day than anything else. Pearl. No, wait a minute. What is this? This is sand. Get them all right. So, sand or opal. Sand is going to be like sand on the beach, light coffee ice cream. It's going to be more organic in nature, and you can see the two side by side, so it's a good opportunity for you to do that, okay? We have a glass help guide, too, if you want to play around down there and check it out. Okay, let's talk about what's inside of this. Hubbardton is saying you can put in up to 3 100-watt incandescent bulbs, and anytime you get into something like that, it's going to be because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. So incandescent bulbs produce more heat than light based on their energy use. LED bulbs, on the other hand, do just the opposite. They barely use much electricity, and they produce a ton of light and don't generate much heat. And there's some great LEDs out in the marketplace that are the same size as the A19 standard light bulb that we have right here, and provide tons of light. And you can get them up to 100-watt equivalent if you really look around quite a bit. You know, the other thing is you can probably play around with this fixture a little bit and try putting in an A21 bulb, which is bigger. You can pick these up at your local hardware stores. They're a couple bucks, and try them out and see what you think. I can find this up to 150-watt equivalent. If you guys are in a situation where you're doing like maybe a hospitality situation project, or a store, or something that requires a ton of light, maybe a gymnasium or something. And we've done gymnasiums with these kind of things. This may be a way to go for you, something bigger. The other thing is you can choose the color temperature of the light. I talk about that all the time. The warmth of an incandescent bulb is 3,000 Kelvin, and that's the light coming down on my hands right now. These guys will come in that 3,000 Kelvin without any problem at all. You can get them at any hardware store or online. You can also get them in a whiter light, which is called daylight, and that is a very white light, kind of like that doctor's office light we talked about. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. So it's really important to buy the ones that are going to be right for your needs. You know, if you're doing a commercial project, a lot of people will do that whiter daylight, 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. A lot of people for residential applications tend to like the warmth of a 2,700 or 3,000 Kelvin bulb, that warm light. Also, buy a dimmable fixture. It's a dimmable fixture. Buy a dimmable bulb if you guys are planning on dimming this in a residential situation, and put it on a really good dimmer that you can use with LEDs. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.